Hey guys, welcome back, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm Shayla at Virtually Nutritious. In today's video, we're going to be doing a little bit of meal prep. It's going to be 5 days worth of meals for 2 people, and it's going to be lunch and dinner for all 5 days. So this is great to do before a work week for you and a significant other, for you and a friend, or you and a sibling, or whatever. Or if you want to freeze some meals, it's good for 2 weeks if you're just cooking for yourself. And this video will be vegetarian friendly for all of the meals, plus a meat option. Because I myself am a vegetarian, my husband, he still eats meat. So you'll have both. You get to see kind of what good sources of protein will go in for the vegetarians and for the carnivores out there. If you haven't seen that grocery haul, I will link it below, and I'll probably insert a card somewhere up here that will link you right to that video, so you can see all the ingredients I purchased for under $50 for 2 people, for actually all 3 meals of the day plus a snack for 5 days. It is possible to eat healthy on a budget, and this just proves that to you. So one thing you won't see in that haul are things like olive oil, spices, and condiments, because you buy those once and you pretty much have them for a long time. So we'll be using a few different spices, olive oil, and I do make my own homemade barbecue sauce, and that's just really ketchup, mustard, vinegar, and some spices. Yeah, that's pretty much all that goes in there. Oh, and Worcestershire sauce. So if you do like this video, before it's all over, remember to give it a thumbs up, give it a like below, and then that'll tell me that you like these types of videos and you want to see more of them going forward. And I love cooking, so the more I can do with these types of videos, the happier I really am. And don't forget to hit that red subscribe button below. That'll notify you whenever I post a new video, and will just show me that you guys like my channel and that you're coming back for more every week. So if you want to see what I do with all these wacky ingredients, just please keep watching. Alright, so the longest thing that's going to take to cook is the chicken. So I'm going to start by preheating the oven. I'm going to preheat it to 400. My husband likes everything crispy on the verge of being burnt, so he doesn't mind the higher heat. Some people, like it low and slow and want it to be, tender and moist and the skin not to be crispy, but he's not one of those people. So I'm going to start preheating the oven to 400 because it does take quite long. Be right back. Alright, so the oven is preheated. I'm going to put these chicken drumsticks back in the refrigerator so that they are still safe when it is time to use them. Okay, so the next thing we're going to start by doing is cooking the rice. I'm going to cook a decent amount because I want to make enough for not only the burritables, but also for a big stir fry that I'm going to do for our lunches for the week. So I'm probably going to cook almost an entire package of rice, which seems excessive, I know, but you do what you can. So I'm going to get that started. So I'm actually going to be cooking my rice in a soup pot because that's how much of it I'm actually going to make. Let's see. So let's how many servings? I'm going to make 10 servings. So I need 5 cups of water and 2.5 cups of rice. So it's a 1-to-2 ratio, 1 of rice, 2 of water, in case you don't want to make it, exact. You just measure it that way. So 5 cups of water, 2.5 cups of rice.
For all the times that you rain on my parade, and all the clubs you get in using my name. You think you broke my heart, oh girl, for goodness sake. You think I'm crying on my own, well I ain't. And I didn't want to write a song, cause I didn't want anyone thinking I still care or don't. But you still hit my phone up, and baby I'll be moving on. And I think it should be something I don't wanna hold back. Maybe you should know that my mama don't like you, and she likes everyone. And I never liked to admit that I was wrong. And I've been so caught up in my job, didn't see what's going on, but now I know.
Bring it to a boil, stir it, lower it down to a simmer, and then cover it and let it cook until the water is pretty much absorbed. It takes usually about half an hour. So Also just gonna add a dash of salt to that water and just like a tablespoon or so of olive oil. It just, I think, helps the flavor a little bit better and helps the rice from getting super, super sticky and hard after. So you can kind of get a little downtime after it's done cooking before you can portion it out and everything. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of olive oil. Oh, and this olive oil, I was buying really expensive olive oil before. This is the exact same thing. Like I said, it's the Goya brand. Goya tends to be a little bit cheaper. And some of the other brands, I buy a lot of Goya spices, a lot of Goya beans, things like that. It just tends to be a lot more inexpensive. And it literally, the ingredients are just extra virgin olive oil. It's the same thing as a really expensive thing. And this container has 17 fluid ounces, and I think this was like $4. So much more cost effective than buying the same thing with a fancier looking label and a fancier name for $11 or $12. It's the same exact product. So I'm just going to add about a tablespoon of this into the water of the rice. Give it a stir and bring it to a boil. While the rice is cooking, the oven's finishing preheating, I'm going to trim the skin off of some of the drumsticks and season two of the half of the pack separately from the other half. And you can see how I do that. So let's get into it. All right, so I tied the hair back so I don't get any hair in any of the food because that's disgusting. Even if it is your own, it's still gross. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prep the chicken now. I do buy the drumsticks. Oh, these are still a little frozen, with the skin on them. So I'm just gonna cut some of the skin off. It's pretty easy. You just peel it back and cut it off. I know it sounds gross, but you just peel it. And this is a labor of love because I don't even eat this stuff. So you peel it back, and then you just take, I like this little, I think this is a paring knife, and you just kind of
It's only getting darker outside, and only the rain is making a noise. And we could hear the voices all along, but only the silence remains. Oh.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that down to simmer and then cover it and let that simmer. So over here we have the rice simmering. The oven has finally finished preheating for the chicken. And I just started a pan of water for the pasta that I'm about to cook. And I had to change my battery, so that's why I stopped. These are the 3 drumsticks that I had taken the skin off of earlier. I'm not going to take the skin off of all of them just because, sorry. So I'm not going to take the skin off all of them just because it's really tedious. I will take it off a few, but I just wanted to show you what I'm going to season them with in a minute. For the breathable ones, I'm going to be using a little bit of chili powder. I'm going to be using black pepper and this grilled chicken seasoning. I don't know why my camera wants to focus on that so bad. Wants to focus on... Alright, so I'm going to be using this grilled chicken seasoning and the black pepper on all of the chicken, as well as this garlic and onion powder. Then for the ones that are going to go in the breathable, I'm going to do a little bit of chili powder. I'm going to do a little bit of cayenne, a little bit of smoked paprika. So that's going to be added on top of these spices over here for the breathable ones. And then for the Italian ones I'm going to be putting with the pasta, I'm going to add some basil and some oregano. Oh, nope, that's even more basil. I'm going to add this. So the Italian ones will have these plus the 4 spices. I just want to show you the kind of mixtures, and I'm not measuring anything. I'm just going to eyeball it, make sure all of them look like they're
fighting flames of fire, hang on to burning wires. We don't care anymore. Are we fading lovers? We keep wasting colors. Maybe we should let this go. We're falling apart, still we hold together. We pass the end, still we chase forever. This is all we know. This feeling's all we know.
So don't worry, I cleaned this cutting board. Got a knife. So since the last time the video was on, the timer for the pasta stopped, so I just drained that, put it back in that pan it was cooking in with a little bit of olive oil, mixed it up just so it won't get so sticky. The rice is done, so I just shut that off and took it off the heat. So you'll see, maybe not. Vegetables for the burritos. Gonna do it similar to Chipotle with the bell peppers and onions pre-charged. So once again, letting that pan heat up so it's nice and hot while we cut the vegetables. So I like to cut it in half and then take the seeds out. I think it's easier. And then with the top, I'll show you what I do at the top. I really just put my thumb on the edge of this and push. And I'll do that a couple times, and the stem just pops right out with a lot of the seeds. The seeds of a bell pepper end up being pretty bitter when they cook, and then I just use my hands and pull the white kind of fleshy stuff out, and then rinse the rest of the seeds out. It's much faster than trying to cut everything. I'm not going to be too picky with these. I kind of want them to be in strips, so I'll cut that in half, and then I'll cut this. It's kind of like pieces like that. So I'm just going to chop this up. I'll speed this up, don't worry, it won't be so tedious, but in the meantime, I'm turning up my music. just transferring peppers and onions to a bowl. So I want to use this pan for corn for the burrito bowls. And so I'm going to put corn in with the carrots. So I put about a third of the bag in with the carrots. About 2 cups worth in the pan that the peppers and onions were in. Cooking here. Well, no, they're not. Those on low. I just added the corn and the carrots. And then we'll add in the peas. Oh, that was a lot. Oh man, really? Some. Alright, give this a mix. Let those do their thing. I just put the corn in with the vegetables. That's the corn that's seasoned with the cumin. I moved the vegetables for the stir fry from this pan over to this one after I rinsed it, just as like a temporary holding place. I wanted to use this pot because it already has oil in it. This is where I'm going to put the eggs. So I just have to crack a ton of eggs and we'll be good. I'm going to do a dozen eggs. I know that's a lot, but it's for a bunch of days. This is full. And we'll do 6 at a time because it's just easier to manage.
For all the times that you rain on my parade, and all the clubs you get in using my name. You think you broke my heart, oh girl, for goodness sake. You think I'm crying on my own, well I ain't. And I didn't want to write a song, cause I didn't want anyone thinking I still care or don't. But you still hit my phone up, and baby I'll be moving on. And I think you should be something I don't wanna hold back. Maybe you should know that my mama don't like you, and she likes everyone. And I never liked to admit that I was wrong. And I've been so caught up in my job, didn't see what's going on. But now I know I'll never sleep on my own. Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh baby you should go and love yourself. And if you think that I'm still holding on to something, you should go.
Alright, so the eggs are pretty much just one giant batch of scrambled eggs. They're done, they're all cooked through. Just gonna mix in these vegetables and half the rice, and that's all set. Now I'm gonna take that off the stove and put it to the side, and the stir fry is officially complete. So with the rice added in, this is what the stir fry looks like. It's mostly veggies. There are way more veggies than rice in here, but the veggies that are in here, the corn and the peas, are starchy, so they're pretty high in carbohydrates as well and fiber. So this is a great meal. It's going to help to keep you nice and full for a super long time. Once again, it's that fiber and protein combination. It's going to keep you nice and satisfied. So I'm going to let this cool off to the side, and then we'll put it all in one big container. So I'm going to cut the ends of the zucchini. These are washed already. And then this is a spiralizer. You can usually buy these pre-spiraled at my grocery store. I know we have them. You just twist it. And it makes noodles.
Fighting flames of fire, hang on to burning wires. We don't care anymore. we fading lovers? We keep wasting colors. Maybe we should let this go. We're falling apart, still we hold together. We mess the ends.
All right, meal update so far. We have our stir fry all in its, plastic Ziploc container. Just gonna let this cool down before I put it in the refrigerator. Our chicken is done, it's looking extra crispy. Hubby will definitely be happy. If I can remember which ones were which flavor. I think these 3 were for pizza, so I'm gonna do that. Or at least 4 were for pizza, so to remember that. And then these and these were for Chipotle bowls, and the rest were for pasta. All right, I remember. Then over here, I just stir fried the zucchini noodles in olive oil, salt, and pepper.
It's only getting darker outside, and only the rain is making a noise. And we could hear the voices all along, but only the silence remains. Oh.
So now I'm gonna drain and rinse the beans. I'll give a double portion to the small containers because these are mine, because I'm not gonna have chicken on mine. He's gonna have chicken on his. So I'll do that, and then next is the salsa and then cheese. And that's it for the burrito bowls. They're pretty easy.
It's only getting darker outside, and only the rain is making a noise. And we could hear the voices all along, but only the silence remains. Oh.
Got the chicken chopped right on top. So I'm just gonna cover those up and those go in the fridge. And burrito bowls are checked off the list.
And they tell us we should wait for the dawn.
Going to pop these in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes, and it's all done. As soon as the cheese is melted, you can eat it. All right, so the meal prep is finally over. We have the chicken burrito bowls, vegetable burrito bowls, extra chicken here, the pasta with zucchinis, more pasta with zucchini, and a huge container of stir fry. We have chicken wings in the freezer, because that's normal. And then we have these pizzas. So these are the finished barbecue chicken pizzas. Well, barbecue pizza, this one plus chicken. And that is it for all the meal prep for this week. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below to let me know that you want to see more of these types of videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching.